Hi, welcome back to the breadboard. This is just a short video to introduce you to a new series that I am starting tomorrow called TI Tuesdays. And this is where I will be looking at some products from Texas Instruments. They've been kind enough to send me various items like sample chips and also evaluation boards, analog to digital converters, LaunchPads, D2A converters, isolation chips, all sorts of different things that Texas Instruments have available to everybody through their store or through resellers like RS Components, Element 14, etc. So what I've decided to do, because I get a lot of questions on using op amps and doing output drivers, setting up temperature sensors and other input-output devices for microcontrollers like Raspberry Pis, Arduinos, TI LaunchPads, is I would do a series on how to use a lot of these TI chips. So hence the TI Tuesdays, and that's going to kick off tomorrow, where I will be introducing you to a TI op amp and also a TI white paper that takes you through a lot of how you can use an operational amplifier, how it works, various configurations and everything else of it. So I'll leave all the details of that until tomorrow. The second thing I want to mention is that Texas Instruments is about to launch a TI IoT week starting next Sunday. So the Texas Instruments IoT week will run from Sunday the 29th through to June the 4th. And for each day of that week, I'm going to take you through a project where we're going to build an IoT device. Hence, because it's IoT week, I figured we would do something that had a theme with that. And so what I'm going to do is take you through building this, what I have on the bench here. Now if I can get it up close to the camera, you can see it's actually working right now, but I'm going to take you through the whole process. This is a TI LaunchPad, a Wi-Fi module, a TI Sharp LCD booster pack, and a battery booster pack. So this is actually running right now off of a lithium-ion battery, this entire stack with some software. What I'm holding my other hand here is a light sensor, okay, and a Texas Instruments TMP75 temperature sensor sitting right here. And I'm not going to show you too much details now because we're going to spend the week and we're going to go through step by step, selecting the LaunchPad, having a look at it, and then each day I'm going to take you through adding one more component to the puzzle. By the end of the week, we will have this little stack built, and it will be communicating and participating in the Internet of Things, which means it will be sending data out into the cloud, and I will have a Node-RED controller listening to that information so that you could look at the data on a smartphone or a tablet or a PC or whatever you like. And also being able to send a command back to turn some lights on and off, or a fan motor control on and off as well. So that's what I'm going to do running through the IoT week with Texas Instruments. Now the purpose of this, of course, is you can use this for home automation and various other things. We're focusing on Texas Instrument products for the whole of the week for the TI IoT week. Obviously because it's, they're providing me some parts so that I can do this, and also that's what the whole week is about. And there's nothing that I'm going to show you that you can't also take various pieces of the code and the products and use them with other devices like a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino Uno or Arduino Mega or some other controller. The only thing that obviously wouldn't work with something else is the LaunchPad itself, which is going to be based on one of Texas Instruments microcontrollers, of course. All the other things like the Sharp LCD display, the Wi-Fi module, the battery booster, the temperature sensor, and the light sensor are all usable for pretty much anything you want to hook them up to. What we're going to do for the week is we're going to have them hooked up through the TI stack using Energia, which is very similar to the Arduino IDE, to build up the code and show you how to make it all work. So you better take that away and run with it and do whatever you like with it from then on. For the TI Tuesdays, we're going to take different products like some of the parts that are used here that I just showed you, but also things like the Texas Instruments stepper controller, which is this board here. Again, not going to go into too much detail right now. This is the stepper motor booster pack from Texas Instruments, and it's sitting on a TI LaunchPad right now. But again, this is driven by a SPI interface, so you could technically hook it up to any microcontroller, including a Raspberry Pi. And through the TI Tuesdays, I will show you how to not only hook it up to a LaunchPad, but up to other microcontrollers as well, just so that you can see how easy it is to use these things. And the idea for the TI Tuesdays is we're going to go through many different products. Now, the reason I'm picking the op-amp to start with is because when you're doing IoT or you're doing any kind of control, you often need to take small signals that are sensing the environment and convert them into something that is usable by a microcontroller. And on the other side of things, where, for instance, my power supply project, you need to measure small signals of current or voltage and use them through an integrator or a differentiator, or simply amplify the signal so that you can control the power supply and get fast response times, current limiting, and all sorts of things like that. So I'm going to introduce the TI Tuesdays with just the simple op-amp and go through some of the application notes that TI have available on their site, or one in particular that we will go through. Anyway, this is the end of the announcement. I just wanted to let you know what's going to happen. So tomorrow there'll be the one video that comes out later in the day tomorrow, which is going to be for the op-amps. Next week, starting on Sunday, we will be doing the TI IoT week, where I will take you through the complete construction of an IoT node and have it participate in the cloud and have a controller, and in this case based on Node-RED probably, so that you can control it through a smartphone or any other laptop, tablet, or smart device that you have. So anyway, that's it. I will hold it off there. I just wanted to make this a few minutes long, and we will see you tomorrow, I guess, and then starting in earnest for the IoT week on Sunday. Thanks. See you then. Bye.